a shattered alliance, a cursed mating dance, and a classic survivor challenge. Who will turn the tide and who will sink? Previously on the premiere of Pioneers vs Renegades, 20 new castaways are split into 2 tribes based on their way of life. At the first immunity challenge, Sonny cost the Pioneers a win by struggling at the woodworking station, leading him to be the target. But some persistent horse bonding gave him a tribe idol, and he cancelled 7 votes against him at tribal council. In a brutal blindside, Maxime and Sonny took the reins and sent Malik home first, citing him as a formidable threat. 19 remain. Who will be voted out next? Welcome back to Survivor, peeps! 8 Pioneers returned to camp after losing Sweet Malik to an idol, and Suhaila is cast away in the Badlands for now. Maxime is hungry somehow despite eating that tribal up, and Sonny is in great spirits after a successful idol play. Vlad? Get out! Anyway, Faye is feeling a bit foolish going all in on Sonny, that damn idol. And Richard is venting to the plants now, unhappy that his soul vote may have just given Suhaila an upper hand. Now that Sonny knows that the horse is the key, time to make some new introductions to get that idol back. Yeah, remember my stench ride, girl? Lassie?
Habjam. And Fabi Frenoy. Ibana Ishkawanj. Lamita Noonkim. Shape of Lachi.
He also goes over to talk to Richard. Looks like we're both left out of the vote, eh? Got room for a cowboy in your herd? Well, I don't know what his answer is because he got distracted by this trash pile instead. Thanks for cleaning up though, my guy. Maxime throws a log into the fire to get this shot of him because he knows he's late tonight. He then goes to also recruit Richard to his side. With me, you'll never be left out again, my guy. I take care of my people.
Sure, Sanetva. Yapik. Yapik Hiboim. Palanchaba. Obero. Yada Velk. Kisnoy. Yibs.
And so ends the aftermath of the first tribal council of the season. As the castaways turn in for the night, let's shift gears to Suhaila, who is very pumped to head to the Badlands. Who awaits here? Some scary looking steel peckers. Oh, thank goodness she brought some parsley.
Mubuz Kenda, Belindi, Nidva Pafin, Skuma Plonide, Nilzia Cruz. Ozane Smacy, Tibanahu.
Looky! A sign! That should help make sense of this place.
Sure.
Welcome to the Badlands. There is no food, no privacy, and no comfort here. But if you have skill and steady hands, there is a glimmer of hope. Here, you have one chance to play a chestnut-rich classic, Don't Wake the Llama. Collect as many sticks as you can without toppling the tower to earn yourself an advantage from the wooden console. The more sticks, the more powerful the advantage. Are you up for the challenge? Oh hell yeah, she is born for this. Please, not her sweating already. Oh, she is confident and snatches up 3 sticks easy. One more and she confirms an advantage. Yes! That's 4 so far. She is sweating up a storm, but she ate with 5 and 6 sticks. Oh, Suhaila, don't slow down now. Whoop, the tower tumbles. Suhaila finishes the challenge with 6 sticks. Say that fast. Now let's see what you get, Suhaila. Open the console for number 6. It's safety without power. Congratulations! At any tribal council up to the final 7, Suhaila can play this nifty little bunny to hop out of tribal with safety. She won't be able to vote, but at least she buys herself 1 round of immunity. Well, don't mind if she do. She is ready for some payback.
Waboose. Nidva Pathan, Skuma Plonide, Nilzia Cruz. Voosh, Buna from Desmikos Perenzi, Funchil Bratza.
And she is letting all that anger out into the void. The steel packers listen and they don't judge. Oh, and she also pees herself. Well, this got unfun real quick. Anything for the full survivor experience, am I right? Morning, Thunderhawks! Gianna senses that their horse may have something to do with the idol that Sunny found, so she's gonna try something. But it is now that Faye wants to talk about last night's vote. What is there to talk about? Gianna says. You messed up, girl. Dr. Faye voiced their issues with Gianna, but nothing was resolved. The grudge still lingers. Ooh, Faye is over the passive aggressiveness. Allies are supposed to talk things through, you know. Oh, that's rich. Talking is only good if the other party listens, you know. Otherwise, I can just talk to a rock.
Tagalazig, Safis, Camus, maybe Hibine, Avinivis. Close to Hibine, Hapiam, Evanage. Arvin.
Ooh, and she's letting Faye know it's her fault. Oh, screw her. Trashy like this trash pile. Oh, Sunny is glued to that horse today. He said, you will remember me by the end of today, lassie. Oh, not Faye throwing a drink at Richard. But like, also, how does this even work physically? Like, is that drink made of ectoplasm? Faye, you can't just scream at everybody who made you look bad last night. You're gonna have no allies soon.
Shupasa Benea, Squamish Gorsai, Flazel Vilpa, Skibik Nardu, Wisib, Vinta.
Oh, don't mind me, just tending the fire and all. Thank me later, ladies. A fine morning to the Renegades. Xiao Tian continues to be curious about Annette's kinship to this very big dog. Oh, you silly, this is a horse. I mean, we don't understand each other per se, but there's always a sense of companionship that you just feel. These two have also gone very close since, ooh, flashback, winning the challenge yesterday. Which means new alliance, calling these two the bionic baddies. They need some mechanical help with their limbs, but they're still kicking it like pros. Xiao Tian is also learning a lot about teenagers and their complaining. He's sent to stand in for Carla, who grew a little tired of hearing about the boy's epic fail to throw the challenge yesterday. Oh, and Glenn gets a teenage face. Glenn's feeling rebellious and will seek to challenge parental authority. Oh, a true renegade. Well, Annette will sub in now, like a good alliance member. Oh, Nani? Now why are these two fighting? I've never in my life yelled at a girl like this.
Yabemi Zayaga, Hibao Chinosa.
Fasanoi, Valpim, Vanti. Washa Zabris. Baribi Damse. Bobsani, Nabora, Shazel? Febine, Lovo, Bonnefi.
Just tell them you're not taking their art job, Xiao Tian. Defend yourself. Please, he's like, I'm fine, thank you. Meanwhile, his best friend Annette is working overtime on Mato, and it pays off. Annette is the first to reach 20 points with their tribe horse, so congratulations, Annette. You have received the Golden Manure Idol. This is essentially the Bearheart Tribe Idol, earned by bonding with your tribe horse and expires by the final 5. Use it well and wisely, for my memories are contained within, and therefore my friendship will fade. Oh my god, sweet! Annette snatches that up, but nobody seems to bat an eye. I mean, there's crap all over camp anyway. What's one more?
Supivdo Hebene. Flupiatsba. Obisha Robo. Griha.
Ew, Annette, why you smell like that? Duh. All the better to match with you, my buddy. We are stinky pals together. Oh my god, please, they actually got a nice sentiment out of that. He feels so joyous to have a new friend that he can't help but sing. I'm sure Annette of all people would appreciate some music in the tribe. Glenn and Padwin continue to cook up nefarious plans to send Rigoberto packing somehow. But also best see if they even have the numbers to do so. Padwin swims over to see how Dahlia and Liliana feel about Rigoberto. Oh, him? He's a talented man with a good heart. What about it? Huh. Okay.
Ah, Sumonacero. Fishinoi Zanks? Bocana.
Oh, and he's bonding with the tribe by teaching them how to cowpoke dance. Okay, Liliana, do that hold down, throw down. Oh, please, what is this? Girl, did Carla just bribe Scabarella for her secret? Whatever it is, I guess we'll never know.
All you gotta know is I'm the greatest superstar alive.
Oh, Dahlia's not letting Liliana go today. The girls are going at it. And so Scabarella drags Angel away to fish for more compliments.
Bin Trip Nebo. Muchi Peachy. Palachaba? Yipsy Yalaub? Nibana? Oh, Shaliba. Ephedroib.
Rigoberto heard about the commotion with Dahlia and checks in with Liliana. Oh, I'm okay. Nobody can dim the shine of a true creative. Except Dahlia's totally mocking Liliana with the goofy dancing in the background. Annette continues to juggle the tribe drama and Glenn's rebellious phase. But I don't think he wants to hear any of the good advice right now.
Evora. Schweba. Stanik Woxwoy. Sangula.
And, is he mocking her? Oh no, she's sad! She's like, now why would you say that? I'm just being nice. Ha, don't worry, kiddo, I got you. Dahlia knows everything there is about rebellion. Just live your truth, little Glenn. Nobody is your parent up here, no matter how they want to act like it.
Harfin. Kubepa Dorsepa.
Rigoberto. You were on thin ice already, but yelling at Mother Carla is a no-no. All because he's tense from swimming again. You don't have to swim, dude. Carla goes to talk to Scabarella, like maybe the boys were onto something.
Yeah, why go on Survivor if you hate everything? Just go on that flop show Sim Idol or something.
Exactly.
Tubiyix, Zansmushka. Ogalam? Spone.
Oh my god, hi Suhaila! She's finally back from the Badlands. In smelly shape but high spirits. Every day I'm shuffling? So what I miss, divas? Oh, looks like Maxime is trying to work something out with Gianna after they both fought with Faye. Gianna is more than happy to hear that. She definitely appreciates a fellow shady character.
Safaba, even Deso, Yambalava, Bispadrobal, Shunik.
So whatever evil plan you have next, loop me in, big boy. I'm ready to make a move too. Oh, please. She even got Maxime scared. How about you, Sandrine? Want to join the dark side too? Suffish. I've been on the dark side, dude. Keep up. Well, howdy. Got room for a lost cowboy? Of course. You're like my ride or die, bruv. Yeah, with us too, Sherman? Of course. Got nothing better to do anyway. Probably better to be adopted by a group than wander off alone.
Yeah, Grelnip. You shib. Cubepa.
Meanwhile, Faye is busy gathering her own troops. Richard may be a little paranoid, but at least he's loyal to a fault, especially now that they both have the same anti-military cause. Richard also comes clean and apologizes for the Suhaila vote. Oh, it was you! Oh, all is forgiven, dear. We were all led astray by other people.
Whatever. What matters now is how we move forward. Wanna stick around on this side instead of those shady McShadesters?
Duh, of course! How could I say no?
Branj, Quimbanunkim, Polino.
Damn, these two are stuck like glue all day. They recruit Juliet to their cause, and I'd say that's a success. Did I hear you're forming an alliance against those wannabe Dark Souls? Well, count me in. I hate phonies. And so a new alliance emerges. I'll call them the Haunted Elite, since they're pioneers, but just a little ghastly. I think it's safe to say Juliet is also in this alliance by association. She still needs to know the other two, but she's practically besties with Sandrine at this point.
Yes, thank you, divas. If we can just nab Suhaila, we'll be unstoppable.
Dubna Timpi, Watanini Cha.
Bombzoid Dimpish.
Oh, phony!
Please! Sunny is not leaving this damn horse alone. Oh, here, take your Nobody even came close to your point in the day. Now leave me alone. Well, that idol goes right back to Sunny. And he lets his new ally Gianna know it. You're definitely playing on the right side, girl. We got all the power. And Gianna is thrilled. Tell nobody about this. I want to see them cozying up to the horse all damn day to no end. Mwah!
Whippasu Palingo. Canethoy. Wafatub Fibose. Chul.
To seal the deal, Maxime forms the Wildcards Alliance so they can officially lock it in.
Guess this is war now, eh?
Ha! If you say so, Faye.
Zarpy!
And so ends day 4 of Survivor. Immunity challenge coming right up in the morning. Oh, Rigoberto wakes up with a midlife crisis. Ooh, which he copes by singing, of course. And somehow this is very danceable music for Dahlia. Alright folks, come on in! It's time for your immunity challenge. And ooh, this set is decorated. Renegades, you can hardly see them, but get a new look at the new Pioneers tribe. Malik voted out last tribal council. Let's get to our challenge today, shall we? Castaways, welcome to the Sea No Oasis. One member from each tribe will be designated as the caller, and 2 from each tribe will take turns as the swimmers. The role of the caller is to guide their swimmers out of their starting point into the oasis, where there is a waterfall structure. The first person to swim through the waterfall will earn their tribe a point. First tribe to 4 points will win immunity. In addition, the winning tribe gets an outhouse. No longer will you need to resolve your bladder in stinky bushes, plus a bag of 10 fish. Losers get nothing but a date with me at Tribal Council tonight, where the second person will be voted out of this game. Renegades, you have 1 extra member, so you must sit somebody out of this challenge. Give you a moment to strategize, and then we'll begin. Alright, Renegades sit out Patwin, and most of the tribe is blindfolded besides Scabarella, who is chosen as the Bearheart tribe caller. For the Thunderhawk tribe, it is Maxime, okay. Round 1 is Sunny and Sherman for the Pioneers versus Angel and Liliana, who is already not thrilled about this. You can still see it through the blindfold. And begin! Ooh, Scabarella is barking those orders.
Go right! Turn around! No, not like that!
Oh my god, I've never seen Maxime this serious. His chemistry with his bro Sunny is shining through though. Ooh, and instantly zips past the waterfall. Woo, that was smooth. 1 point for the Thunderhawk tribe.
Wabana. Enloy. Algorithms.
Well, the Renegades didn't get far, but second time's the charm, hopefully. They sent out Carla and Rigoberto versus Gianna and Suhaila. Go! Oh, Maxime is going for a more cheerful approach this time. Meanwhile, Scabarella is still yelling at the top of her lungs.
Turn right! Sir, that is not right! Left! No, not both of you!
Oh, Maxime got Gianna out of the trenches. Oh, Suhaila too. Yes, Suhaila has to be first in everything. Please, Carla actually got out, but she went the wrong way. RIP. Another point for the Pioneers.
Hanadayola. Yatibu Swoibef.
Round 3. Sandrine and Juliet are facing off against Glenn and Xiaotian. Go! Maxime is going very gentle on the ladies. Girl, I think he confused them even more. Scabarella is still barking orders, but looks like Glenn found a way. Yes? Nope, wrong way. Oh, yes! He's doing it! Yay! Glenn wins the Bearheart tribe the first point.
Alfonso, Nipwim Rimple, Bakoya Shapem. Fanaya.
Round 4 for the Pioneers is Richard and Faye versus Annette and Dahlia. Oh, Scabarella's trying a softer approach now? This instead made them too stunned to swim.
Bizo Fraba, Abode Quarb, Obila Slave, Conjay.
Oop, Richard is out, but he swims all the way to Dahlia's lane. Oh, never mind. He's backtracking. And he makes it! 3 points for the Thunderhawk tribe. 1 more and immunity is theirs. Alright, everyone has gone once, so Pioneers send out Sunny and Sherman again, while Renegades send out Glenn and Xiaotian. For the potential win, go! Come on, guys, you've done this before. You got this. Whoop, and here comes Glenn. He is zooming into the oasis. Oh, no, wait. Too far, too far. Sherman is a horrible swimmer, but is he good with directions? Oh my god, he's doing it. Yes, Sherman! Sherman scores the winning point for the Thunderhawk tribe. They are not going back to tribal. Pioneers! Woo! Excellent swimming and very effective communicating today. Immunity is yours along with the outhouse and a bag of fish. You get to take it easy this evening. Good job. Renegades, unfortunately your teamwork still needs work. You have lost the immunity challenge, which means tribal council tonight where somebody will be the first person voted out of your tribe. I'll give you the evening to figure out who that will be, and I'll see you tonight.
Sturka Jabe. Just a norb. The bar de blanc. Chinoy.
The Renegades return to camp, some more disappointed than others. They have to vote on one of their own tonight, the Horror. But Angel doesn't give a damn. He leads the charge against Scabarella.
Like, I know she's your best friend, but this is 2 challenges in a row where she's all bark and no bite. Clearly, strength isn't everything in this game.
Well, Carla doesn't think that's completely fair. She did get locked in the first challenge, and it was like a tribe failure, okay?
Well, say we forgive her incompetence. Who should go then?
Well, I'd say the one whose ability is singing the same 3 songs, for starters. Please! Liliana's too pissed to enjoy this performance. Everyone else is though. Glenn approaches Dahlia to talk the vote. Ooh? Well, we all know whose name Dahlia's saying for tonight. And that's her cue to leave. I think it's adorable that the moment Glenn got his rebellious face that he made Dahlia his mentor instead.
Pashushi. Naborf Mibash. Hardgrip Sekaloud. Yifla Pashushi.
He also opens up and shares that, well, I'm a bit of a wizard in training. Oh my god, are you f***ing kidding me? I'm so jealous! That's it, you're joining my alliance with Xiao Dian. Which I later renamed to the Mystical Menaces because they all have a little zhush.
Waga Fruge. Warba Quest. Shamagra. Sublur Baroda. Bruhana.
We are going to be besties, Dahlia goes. Well, this is horrible news for Liliana.
Yeah, you should be sorry.
Scabarella pops out of nowhere.
Can't even follow simple instructions.
Well, to be fair, I only got by because I didn't listen to you, if we're being honest.
Oh, now you listen here, punk. I did my part and nobody else did theirs. And that's facts.
Zarb's Canoe. Merv's Defusha. Narble for boy. Zabris Fosha. Pana Loonkeem. Sinara.
On the other side of the tribe, Angel is pushing hard for Scabarella to go, and Padwin is much obliged.
Whatever you say is best for the tribe, haha. Y'all know best.
Aww, and he's teaching Angel to cowpoke dance too! Please, he's so cute. Dahlia asks Annette what her idea is for the role. Well, this could be unpopular, but I'm kinda thinking Carla? Ooh, going against the grain? I like that! Hit me up if we have the numbers.
Inaplavar. Snozagarzo. Chorp Janil. Simbozi. Shanisi go.
And Annette calls over Rigoberto and Xiao Dian to run the idea by them. Hold on, where are you two going? Rigoberto, we're supposed to be talking about the vote. Okay, well there goes that. Dahlia, can we please talk about the vote? Yeah, later. We got plenty of time. For now, I must woo this beautiful lady with a mating dance. Please? This feels so cursed. I am dying.
But Shorg. Sick of foos. Rev sing Moibin Fanjin.
Oh, Slangy. Shubi Rao.
Moving away from that nightmare, Liliana and Angel group up to talk about the vote. They've gotten very close since winning showers yesterday, and they are most definitely aligned on wanting Scabarella gone. But Carla is still trying her utmost best to sway them away from Scabarella. Like, y'all don't like Dahlia either, right? We can totes do that. We'll give it some thought.
Oh, Nervo Wanji.
And just to make it official, Angel and Liliana formed the Lone Stars Alliance, a Wild West team with two loners that are bound to be stars. Oh dear god, Angel! Did you shave your mustache? Not allowed, you are so getting that back before tribal. Anyway, Angel is pleading for the teens to join his side. It would make the least enemies. I'll check with Padwin.
Sure, let's ask him together. What do you think about voting for Scabarella, Padwin?
Yes, join us, Padwin. Awkward gang for the win.
Huevo. Munyab. Kumbipanamboy. Meshka.
Meanwhile, Carla pulls Scabarella aside to tell her that there's people gunning for her.
Let's vote them out then. Who is it? I bet it's that paid obsessed girl.
Well, it's Angel and Liliana both, but I don't think we have the numbers for them. We gotta do someone that people don't like and hope for the best. You feel me?
I hate that you're so level-headed. Fine, just say who.
Smaps Woony, Hinawanu. Verobi Sapino? Chinabs. Balafoy.
Naya Vuya Abasirk. Dalish Chibs.
I mean, he's entertaining the tribe mates with stories, but not the teenagers?
Right, so just tell the teenagers what to do and we'll be fine. They listen to anything we say anyway.
Well, Liliana and Angel have also been stepping up their game lately. Can they manage to convince everyone in time is the question. But time is up. That question shall be answered at Tribal Council. Renegades, let's go!
Belaroo. Yabakoi. Hargrit Planabe.
Quiz to be Yix.
Kamsa. Kamsa Arpno. Anazook E. Sugarblue. Meh.
Whoop whoop! Welcome to Tribal Council, Bearheart. At this abandoned mine. Vlad! Oh my god, go away! Okay, dramatic. This abandoned mine is where your survivor dreams turn to dust. In this game, fire represents your life, and if your fire is out, so are you. Well, Renegades, your communication at the challenge needed work, so let's see your voting game. One by one, you'll make your way to the voting booth and write down the name of the person you wish to eliminate. It's hard, but it must be done. Liliana, how about you start us off? You've been way over the top since the beginning. This vote is for everybody's peace of mind. Carla, you are wise beyond your years, but it's time to graduate out of this tribe. Love you. Think you applied to the wrong show, my friend. Allow me to ease you out. Thanks for voting, peeps! If anybody has an advantage or an idol and you wish to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Scabarella. That's 1 vote Scabarella. Scabarella, 2 votes Scabarella. Carla. That's 2 votes Scabarella, 1 vote Carla. Carla. We're tied. 2 votes Scabarella, 2 votes Carla. Rigoberto. 2 votes Scabarella and Carla, 1 vote Rigoberto. Rigoberto again. We're tied. 2 votes Scabarella, 2 votes Carla, 2 votes Rigoberto. Scabarella. That's 3 votes Scabarella, 2 votes Carla and Rigoberto. Carla. That's 3 votes Scabarella and Carla, 2 votes Rigoberto. Scabarella! That's 4 votes Scabarella, 3 votes Carla, 2 votes Rigoberto, 1 vote left. Carla. That's 4 votes Scabarella and 4 votes Carla. We have a tie. Alright, it is time for a revote. Carla and Scabarella, you two will not vote, while everybody else must vote for either Carla or Scabarella. And remember, this season, all deadlocks are resolved in a shootout tiebreaker. Glenn, kick us off. Dang it. Maybe this is the move after all. I'm switching my vote to Carla. Sorry, Mom. Knew I shouldn't have been swayed by that sweet talker. Switching my vote to Scabarella. Maybe learn some humility, I guess. Thank you. I will now read the vote. First vote, Scabarella. It's 1 vote Scabarella. Scabarella. 2 votes Scabarella. Carla. 2 votes Scabarella, 1 vote Carla. Carla. We're tied. 2 votes Scabarella, 2 votes Carla. Scabarella. That's 3 votes Scabarella, 2 votes Carla. Carla. We're tied again. 3 votes Scabarella, 3 votes Carla. Scabarella. That's 4 votes Scabarella, 3 votes Carla, 1 vote left. Carla. 4 votes Scabarella, 4 votes Carla. We are at a deadlock. Well, I didn't think we would get the tiebreaker so soon, but it's happening. Carla and Scabarella, you will each be given a paintball gun, and your goal is to hit your opponent before they hit you. Whoever falls to the ground first will be eliminated. Oh? Wait, not the hug. Oh, they both survived the duel. Well, that's too dang bad. That is not the way the Wild West works. Do it again. Oh no! Scabarella is down!
Glebby tube, Fuinta.
Ah, fricka
Carla, congratulations! You survived the shootout duel and stay in the game. Scabarella, you gotta bring me your torch. Oh, Scabarella, you are an absolute joy to have, and I wish we could have seen more of you. But tonight, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Flange. Aplon de Bluma. Jabin. Nobi Yurmta. Sunabe. Gobi? No beam flurba. Veloy Drupta.
Well, a plurality vote for 2 challenge beasts means the tribe has chosen its priorities. Very interesting. Now, there's still a topic of the Badlands. And there's really no dispute who received the next highest votes today. Carla, you survived a grueling tiebreaker, but I'm afraid we'll have to cast you away to the grueling Badlands. You return to your tribe tomorrow afternoon. As for the rest of you, grab your torches, head back to camp, and have a good night. Seems like you have a lot to figure out, so I hope I don't see you back again soon. Oh, Scabarella! Look, she is a lot, and I did expect her to be pre-merged, but not the first to leave from the Renegades. I've been so excited to see her on, and I just wish I could have seen more of her antics, or even like a reformation arc, I don't know. But seeing the tiebreaker in action so soon is iconic! And Glenn and Dahlia both switching their votes but not making a difference is hilarious. Peep our alliance chart! This tribe is very interesting because it seems like most people are segmented into duos instead, unlike the bigger alliances on the Pioneers tribe. Looks like Annette really influenced her buddies into the Carla vote, while the loners and the socially awkward battled together against Scabarella. Poor muscle mommies, they really stood no chance. And here's our season chart! Oof, I knew every boot was gonna hurt, but these 2 first boots are really stabbing me in the heart. Oh, and those little icons next to the names are the advantages that they possess, by the way. I fear for Carla so bad, so I hope she gets something cool out of her time in the Badlands next episode. And that's all the content I have for you today, my friends! I'm already so in love with this cast. The tribe dynamic shifts so much between each episode, I am always excited to see what's next. And for you watching, thank you for being patient with me as I get these videos out. Take care in the meantime, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!